Hi, I'm Mr. Yule, and I'm going to be doing the children's chat this morning. I have my two able assistants. I have
Ashley.
And I have
Emily.
And we're going to be talking about the story of Esther. Oh, and she was a young girl, grew up with her uncle who took care of her, so like you guys will be taken care of by Uncle Nick. And when she was a young girl, not much older than Ashley. How old are you, Ashley?
10.
10, yeah. So she was probably about 14. They get married very young. They had a big beauty contest, and she got picked as the Queen of Persia. And so that was very exciting thing, and she became the new queen. But a lot of stress on that young girl. One day, an evil man decided that he was going to try and put to death all of the Jewish people. And she was Jewish, and all of her family were Jewish. And so her uncle came to her and said, "You're the queen, you need to do something." And she's going, "I'm just a young girl. I am nobody special. How can I do anything? This is totally beyond me." And her wise uncle gave her some advice and says, "No, God has a plan. I don't think it's by accident you're here. God can take the most common, average people and do amazing things with them." And so what we're going to do is we're going to do a little experiment here so you can take something really common and average and normal, and we'll see if it does something amazing, because someone like me, or if it was a person, God, can tell you how to do something amazing. Okay, so I'm going to step out of the picture so these girls can show you what they're going to do. So the first thing they're going to do is they're going to take that little piece of paper, camera down so you can see what they're doing, and they're going to make it into a loop. But they're going to take that loop and they're going to put a half turn on it and line up the edges. Very good job, Emily. So you got that half turn there, and now you're going to tape that together. I'm having a lot of trouble with this shape. There you go. Okay, Ashley can do it all by herself. Okay, so you got it there. Hold that up. So what that loop is called is a special name. It's called a Mobius strip. Mobius was the guy's name who first figured out these are pretty amazing. And so the next thing I want him to do is answer this question. How many sides does a piece of paper have?
2.
2. It has a top and a bottom. We don't count the edges. So we normally think of a piece of paper as having 2 sides. How many sides does a Mobius strip have? Well, it's a piece of paper, right? So how many sides do you think it has?
4.
4 sides? What do you think, Emily?
I think 2.
2 sides? All right, so what I want you to do is take the pen, and I want you to draw a line down the center of the Mobius strip until you get back to where you started. So just go down the center. That's kind of hard because it's twisted, but you can do it. Just draw a line all the way down the center. So if it's 2 sides, when you get done, there'll be a line on one side, and there won't be a line on the other side. Right? But you're only drawing a line on one side. Keep going till you get back to where you started. Yeah, back to where you started. You all the way around? No? Keep going.
No? Oh, I go over this side? Because that's on the other side.
No, you stop. You gotta keep going.
Oh, keep going?
Yeah.
But then it goes on to this side.
No, it's all one side. Trust me. Keep going till you get back to where you started. Because then you'll have gone all the way around on the side that you're drawing the line on. Don't draw a line on the other side, just the side you're drawing a line on. So, Ashley, you finished up. How many sides did you have?
A few.
A few? Really? You only drew the line on one side. How many sides do you have?
Well, 1.
So a Mobius strip only has one side. Isn't that amazing? We took a piece of paper with 2 sides, and by twisting it, we made something that has only one side. That's pretty amazing. Okay, so this is the really fun part. I'm going to have you cut the Mobius strip in half. When you cut it in half, will you get 2 Mobius strips, each with just one side, or you get 1 loop with 2 sides? What do you think you're going to get? 1-sided, 2 one-sided things? Yeah, you got to start it.
Oh, there? 2 two-sided things.
You think you're going to get 2 two-sided things? Okay.
There?
So you cut something in half that had one side, and just keep going. So you think you're going to get two things with two sides, even though you started with one thing with one side. Yeah, these are fancy kitchen scissors. Kitchen scissors are designed to come apart so you can wash them. So how many loops did you get, Ashley? There's two loops? No, there's only one thing. You cut something in half and you only got one thing. How many sides does it have?
2.
You sure?
No.
You could draw a line down the middle of that again and check it.
1.
Yeah. See if you have one or two. Actually, what you have there, if you do draw the line, you'll see what you have is one loop with not a half twist, but a full twist. Oh, you inadvertently cut it in half.
Yeah.
Yeah, you weren't supposed to, not that way.
Oh.
You did it right. Look at your sisters. Okay. So what she has is one loop with a complete twist in it. So we cut something in half that only had one side, and you ended up with something which has two sides. That's a Mobius strip. That's pretty amazing. Okay, and what's the point of this story? Just like Esther didn't think that she was capable of doing things, you've been doing amazing things with just a simple piece of paper because I was helping you, and you can do even more amazing things if God is helping you. Good job.